instructors how to do it. For one of the future assignments, I am going to explain those tools. For now, I'm trying to keep it simplistic. Okay, so if you already know how to use other blending methods, you can use them. If you don't, use these tools, okay, for ease of this assignment. This assignment's got to be done next week. So that's how we blend and blur some of our layers. We can also use the brush, now a little more purposefully, to add detail. We're probably going to want to add detail on a new layer. So right now I have this blur of trees, right? But if I look behind it, there's branches, there's branches, you know, there's the trunk of the tree, there's detail in the leaves. So all of these need to get added, or at least to some extent, so that blur looks a little bit more like a tree. Some of you guys have more detail than others. Some of you guys need more detail than others because of the style that you've underpainted. So we're trying to create some kind of stylistic approach with this. For me, I've blocked in the trees. So now I'm going to Bob Ross the hell out of this and paint in some happy trees and some happy branches. If I create a new layer, I can create it right on top of the current tree layer. So my current tree layer is there. If I have it selected and I hit the new layer option, it's going to make a new blank layer right on top. I can change that to tree detail. And that's where I'll start to paint in some of my detail. Maybe it's the trunks. I can turn off the background layer if I want to see those trunks a little more intentionally, and zoom in to see what you're trying to paint. Change your brush size to a specific brush size. Remember to color select. In the packet, I showed you guys that you don't have to use you don't have to go back and forth between the brush and the dropper tool. You can just hold Option and the dropper tool appears when you're in the paint tool. So this way you can stay in one tool and do multiple things. Who looked through their packet in their emails? The two people that didn't need the packet are the only two that checked their emails like I told you guys to. Good job, guys. So now you're going to realize how much easier your life would have been as you read through this packet if you had opened the packet over the weekend when you were working on this. It would have been 10 times easier. Did you guys learn anything new in your packet, or was it all stuff you already knew?
Learn the dropper shortcut.
You didn't know about Option during the brush tool? So I'm using the brush tool. If I hold Option, my dropper appears, and then I can color select from right there. I can draw in this detail. Start to draw in some of my branches. I don't want to draw with the same color for everything in the details. So I'll probably want to resample often. So that way each one of these tree trunks is a slightly different color. So that's how I'll draw in my tree trunks. They don't have to be exact because you're never going to see this photograph. What you're going to see is you're going to see this detail on top of my underpainting. Then I'm going to blur it, smudge it, blend it to make it fit into the background. Another option that you are going to want to use when you're talking about detail is different patterned brushes.